Gandamu, Gandamu, Shmo, da 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 da. Hey guys, today I'm going to be taking a look at the RG Zaku Minelayer. This is a P-Bandai kit I've had my eye on for a while. Nothing in particular kind of drew it to me. I think I've said it before, but I'm a sucker for the P-Bandai Zaku variants, but this one a little less so because there's no one specifically attached to it, though we'll get into that a little later. But I did find it readily available, so I figured, you know what, I might as well take a look at it. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Now, for some basic information, the official name is the MS-06F Zaku Minelayer. It is classified as a real grade model, and the scale is 1/144th. It was released in May 2018 for the price of 3,240 yen. It was a P-Bandai exclusive, though it is still available on certain sites. I personally bought it from a Gunpla shop in the Wannian building in downtown Taipei, and it took me 3 hours and 24 minutes over 3 different settings. As of right now, I have done no modifications, though I am planning on stickering it up, panel lining, and weathering, as well as giving it a nice top coat, though I haven't decided yet between a gloss and a matte. Now, as for the lore behind this suit, unfortunately, there's not exactly a lot to get into. I can tell you about the suit, but when it comes to the pilot, there's almost going to be nothing to tell you. So, let me start by telling you about the mobile suit. The MS-06F Zaku Mine Layer is a mine layer mobile suit and is a variant of the original MS-06F Zaku 2. It was featured in the original design series Mobile Suit Variations. It was operated by the 7th Panzer Division. The Zaku Mine Layer is not a new mobile suit per se, but actually just a standard MS-06F Zaku 2 equipped with a different style backpack. With this new backpack, the Zaku 2 is adapted to play the role of a mine-laying unit. The new backpack houses several drums filled with space mines, with 12 mines packed into every drum. The backpack also has a few additional maneuvering thrusters and carries 5 times the amount of fuel of a standard Zaku 2. However, the Zaku Mine Layer requires a special loading area on a Musai to reload, launch, or land. The armaments include a shoulder shield, a mine layer backpack, space mine, 120mm machine gun, a heat hawk, and a HNL-SB25K slash 280 MMA-P Zaku bazooka. And as I said about the pilot, there is no known identifiable or distinguishable pilot beyond that it was a Xeon mobile suit and was used by the 7th Panzer Division. So, as I mentioned in the unboxing, I believe, this is almost the same exact build as the RG Johnny Raiden Zaku. The only differences are what's unique about it is it's a different backpack and it's a different um, head funnel. It's a little bit of a different head setup in the back, where as you can see, it goes instead of all the way around, it kind of goes and snakes into the backpack. But if you've ever built the Johnny Raiden RG Zaku, you know it's not the most difficult build in the world. It does have some stability issues, but overall, it really isn't that hard. Um, I believe I mentioned in the boxing as well, I'm very grateful for Bandai. Instead of just giving us a, you know, Johnny Raiden RG Zaku manual with a little leaflet inside that shows you the differences. This is a new manual, and you can see on the front it is specifically made for the Zaku Minelayer, which is always appreciated when they do that little bit of extra effort and they give you a manual special tailor made for it. If you want to see what I'm talking about, you can go look at the Quest Pariah RE100 Yak Doga, where I talk about how the manuals usually in these P-Bandai kits are the same as the original release, but they give you a little leaflet and such. In terms of the build process, as I said, it's not overly complicated. You get some extra pieces, but you always do. And all things considered, a lot of these extra pieces aren't too bad. It's a lot of little hands, and then this little piece, I'll talk about it more in the accessories. It's actually so. Oh wait, no, not this piece. There's a little piece. I can't find it at the moment. It's somewhere around here where you can put it onto here, and you can attach the weapons. And there's a little bit of weapon storage. But yeah, overall, build process. It's not exactly the most enjoyable, but it's not the hardest or frustrating either. So in terms of articulation, that is one of the areas I have a big problem with this kit. It the articulation on the kit itself isn't so bad, but the stability, this thing has trouble standing up. It has severe balance issues, and it was a bad enough problem on the RG Johnny Raiden kit, but when you add in this big backpack, it doesn't help its cause or its case. Um, to start off, you get limited head motion. You can't exactly go all the way around because you have to be worried about this little cable going into the backpack in the back. But overall, if you do want to move the head, you do get a little bit of movement. The just like on almost all Zaku's, you get some movement on the shoulder guards. Arms can go all the way around. That's the level of bend you're going to get in the elbow. Hands go all the way around. Side skirts all can pop up, but they do pop off. That is something that is, I have a problem with this kit where it was the same with the Johnny Raiden kit. These parts love to pop off. Like it, especially, as you can see, there goes another thing. But in my Johnny Raiden kit and in my RG Eric Mansfield Zaku, which is another one that's the same build, I had problems with these arm coverings popping off. I actually had to glue them in place because they could not stay in. And the kit does feel fragile. It feels like anything's going to pop off at any time. So it is something, if you're comfortable with how it looks, you might have to glue some things in or pose it in a way and then never move it again. In terms of the leg, I might as well just pop that off. You get a pretty high kick, and then the knee. Now, like I said, you got to be careful with this because I'm trying to be as fragile as possible because I know how delicate this can be, but things still pop off. That's as much as you get for the knee. Foot comes out about there. You get a little toe bend. Ankle goes back that far, and that's about the pivot you get. So, and yeah, you don't really get a twist on it. This thing is falling apart in my hands right now. It really is like that. I like this kit, but it does have a problem. You don't really get a crunch, and you don't really get an arc. Now, in terms of accessories, you get pretty much the standard Zaku like loadout. You get a bazooka. You get a rifle. You get a heat hawk. I like this. You get an alternate helmet where you can put the command fin on it, and you get a little generic 144. Not sure who that is. Just looks like a standard grunt because, like I said, this is just a grunt suit. There's no one specifically tied with it. And you get some replacement hands. But overall, the accessories on this kit are nothing fantastic. They're the standard Zaku. If you love them, you love them. If you don't, you don't. It's what you always get with these kits. Now, for the size comparison, here it is next to the 1/100 Master Grade Barbatos, my previous review. Here it is next to the MG 1/100 P-Bandai Gabby Hazard Zaku. And finally, because I love doing this with every kit and size comparison, here it is next to the RE100 Nightingale. Thoughts on this kit? I'm split. I like the look of it. I like the new backpack. I like how the head attachment goes into the backpack. There are some cool things in this that I really do like. But I have major severe issues with the model kit design of the original RG Johnny Ryden unit, and I saw it and I ran into these problems with the Eric Mansfield unit, and I can't kind of ran into them with this one. So overall, if you like it, grab it. If you like the look, it's a cool looking unit. If you can find it at a nice price, I'd say grab it. But otherwise, I you don't have to go. It's not essential. But that being said, it's been great seeing you guys. I'll have out the next review as soon as possible. Take it easy. Gandamu, Gandamu, Shmo, da 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 da.